keeping your ear holes filthy. It's Philip and Edgar, the Berrynutt Boyz.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Berrynutt Boyz. My name is Philip Berrynutt.
I'm Edgar Berrynutt. Together, we make the Berrynutt Boyz.
Together, we're the Berrynutt Boyz.
And we're on here to entertain you, to talk to you, to try to figure some things out.
Not for broadcast.
To ask, well, no, that's right. That's right. This is not for broadcast. Now, let me explain a minute here. I know this is a little awkward for some if somebody were listening.
They go, where's Daddy?
That's right. Now, Daddy, let me explain where Daddy is.
He's sick.
Well, he is sick. And let me just explain things. That man, how much of his life has he put in to entertaining people, to talking on the radio, to talking on the TV, to talking at the jewelry store, to talking...
Oh, he'll talk your ear off at the jewelry store.
Years and years of his life he's given to that. And you get to be a certain age...
You give it to your son.
Well, that too, but what I'm saying is...
You turn over the reins.
You can't do it anymore is what I'm saying.
Here's my crown.
You get to an age where you just can't do it anymore, and you should. You should pass it on down. Just pass the crown down. Set it on. We'll split it. We'll share it.
My brother Edgar went to school.
I did. I went to MTSU Mass Comm. Took some Mass Comm classes. Know a thing or two about this.
Know the weather.
Well, right now?
Show them how good you are. My big brother Edgar, he's staying up for me on the
years ago I did
school.
that.
He's always been in my corner.
Well, I always plan to be. Your blood's thicker than anything, and we'll always be family and I'll always be here for you. And when I say that, I mean that for my daddy, too. But when you get to an age...
he got sick and tired.
You just get past your prime. You just can't... You can't do what you used to do. Your body gives out, your mouth gives out, your arms, your legs, your brain.
There ain't much point to you anymore.
That's basically, and I mean, relax, enjoy yourself. You've worked so hard for so many years. It's time to
go back in that back room in there and just enjoy yourself. We'll call you when we want you to come out.
That's all we want you to do, Daddy, and we hope you get to feeling better. But and we hope we'll continue. We didn't want people to think of the Berrynutt name
as a failure.
Exactly. We wanted to step in here. And so when when they asked us, our lovely Russian superiors asked us, your daddy, it's just not working. Do you know someone else? And we said, well, hell, give us a shot. I said, like I told him, I sat there and looked at him. I said, I took that Mass Comm class. I know a thing or two.
You had that 3/4 inch tape of your best of from doing the news on the MTSU channel.
I did, and I also had a couple of tapes. There were only 2 episodes of Cracking Up with the Berrynuts with my brother and I and our mother Nancy and our daddy.
I was on TV.
We were on TV there for a bit, and some people didn't like it, but there were some people who loved it, and evidently... our lovely Russian bosses, they seem to get it.
They say there was potential in it.
They said there's great potential, and that's why this isn't for broadcast. This is just for them to see, to judge, and decide for themselves. Can these boys carry on tradition that the daddy just wasn't
we can.
Quite up to doing. And bless his heart, we love our daddy, but daddy, when it's time to lay down, it's time to lay down. And you're sick on top of that. So
he had an accident.
He did have an accident.
His blood got poisoned.
It did. He got a Christmas, some people call it the Christmas disease or Christmas flu or whatever you want to call it. And some people are affiliated something to somebody else. And I want to say this real quick and get this right out of the way. There's no better man or object or whatever you want to call him, character, stuffed animal, whatever you want to call it, than the greatest. He's the greatest. He's the best. He's the talking Christmas gift. Uncle Gift, as Philip and I call him. Let me say, Ray, right now, the Russians loved you. It had nothing to do with you. I think it's unfair that they decided to make you try to carry. And again, no insult to our daddy, but somebody had to carry it, and it really wasn't fair to the Talking Christmas gift. So I'd like to invite him on here with us. Berrynutt Boyz. The Berrynutt Boyz would love to have you anytime. If anybody lets us do another one of these,
Hell yeah.
we want to have you on here, Uncle G. Come on back anytime.
Come on down.
And I would tell anybody else normally go to Mushrooms. I guess around Christmas time, this time, a little before and a little after Christmas time next year, always at Mushrooms Department Store, you can see the Talking Christmas gift, and you'll have a great time, especially
New Year's Eve, I went to the party at the Yogurt Wall.
He was over at the Yogurt Wall.
They give him money for New Year's Eve. He said they paid him good, and all he had to do was sit there and count down and let people guess what was the same thing he always does.
Well, yeah, it's pretty. He's known. You
guess
don't
what's in. Not the countdown. He ain't known for that. It's Dick Clark.
Dick Clark originated that. That's right.
They come up with it.
God rest his soul.
He invented rock and roll, and he invented counting down.
Now, speaking of countdown, did you see this singer? I know you like Mariah Carey. You're a fan of hers.
Yeah.
And people say diva or whatever you want to wish it. Now, she was doing Dick Clark's job.
Yeah.
And evidently did not do a very good job of it, from what I understand. Now, I didn't sit up and watch this. This is not
neither.
Well, since he passed on,
I was down at Tallywhackers.
There's no reason to. Did you go to Tallywhackers? They have a wild time there every night, so I can't imagine what Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve was like.
Showed up, and there were people in the parking lot having a good time, and in the bathroom, the line went out the door. and then they come over and they said, "What do you want to drink?" And I said, "I've got a drink." They said, "Don't get some champagne." I said, "Okay, it's New Year's Eve or whatever." And I said, "I'll take some damn champagne." And I said, "Give me it. I said, you can't have a whole damn bottle."
Well, they let it rip when it gets around that New Year's Eve. They pop those bottles and pass them around, and everybody has a big time down Tallywhacker. It's crazy there. Like I said, it's crazy there just any time of the week. I can't imagine being there on a holiday like that. They
all say it's going to be best year ever. And I say, I bet it will be too, because Brett's dog swamp. And they said, let's all shake hands and make America great again.
It's about time. It's about time we make America great again. And I'm excited that America is, with the help from their good friends around the world, some people help you better than others, but they come together, and now together, America is going to be great, and I can't wait, and a lot of people can't wait. It's right there. Right there, almost. Just a few more weeks, and boom, it's just going to be immediate. I guarantee you, it's going to be immediate, and we're all going to be feeling it, and it's going to be a great time for America, because it's going to be great again.
I can't wait to see what it looks like, how it smells.
It's all going to be different.
It's going to look it's like Mars.
Mars?
Like if you built a mall on Mars, and you had a J.C. Penney's, and you had a Castronauts, but everything was red in it.
That's that science fiction stuff, and I don't understand it at all. But some people go to Mars and those things, rocket ships. Of course, China said, now there are, there's good people in the world and there's bad people, and if there's anybody who said that they're bad, it's China. Trump has told us again and again about China, and China said that they're going to be Mars in, I think, 10 years, something like that.
Matt David went to Mars, and he got lost in it.
That was a movie. He got lost on Mars. And
now China gonna come save him.
They did that so much better years ago. Nothing against Matt Damon, because I love those Bourne movies. I love those. I love to take my son Bill Berrynutt Jr. I get to see him on the weekends, and anytime they put out one of those new Bourne movies, or even when they don't, we just put it in the DVD player. He comes over the house and we watch those. So I like Matt Damon.
You drive him around and you say, "I'm Matt David. I'm Matt David."
It's a fun game for him.
And for me, I just walk around with him. I say, "Look, me, I'm in a car, but I'm just walking because I can't. They won't let me drive anymore."
But nothing against that Matt Damon. That Getting Lost on Mars, they did that so much better, and they did it for free on television. As Lost in Space. And space is so much bigger than just one one planet, and they did it back then, and they try to redo these things and make it new and make it fancy and add the special effects and whatnot. But I'll still take the original, the old good shows. I watched that with my daddy, Bill Berrynutt. Now this is when my daddy, Bill Berrynutt Sr., was on point. He could do it. He was on the radio, on TV and stuff, and we would watch when he wasn't around. If I wasn't watching him on TV, I was watching great shows like Lost in Space, or Leave It to Beaver, or Car 54, where are you? All those great, they'll never make good TV like that again. They may try, and they do, and Matt Damon, bless his heart for trying. I appreciate him trying, but it'll never be as good as it was.
I like old Friends. I like Lost in Space.
That's what I'm talking about. Now yeah. That is a show right there, Lost in Space.
I got lost in Target. I can't imagine getting lost in space.
It's something. It was something every week there. It was something every week.
That old man come out, hey, get over here. I'd be like, no way, old man. I'll kick you off his planet. You go drifting off.
Well, that'd be a hell of an episode to watch.
I'd get over here, you try something. I say, well, I'll knock you upside your head, you dumb old man. And he said, come over here then. I said, I'll tell you what. I get up in his face. I put my finger in his face. I say, let me tell you something, you dumb son of a bitch. I'll kick you in the nuts and I'll punch your face in.
Well, some people would take offense to that, and some people say you ought not use that kind of language, and that's not how you treat somebody else and whatnot. But if somebody does something to you, it used to be in Obama days, which are thankful over, they usually just turn the other cheek and this or that, but no. Somebody gets in your face, somebody does you wrong, or you think somebody does you wrong, or you think it's somebody's fault. You get right in their face, just like my brother Philip said right over there.
Put that finger in their face.
Get that finger. This is the new America. This is how we handle things. You don't like it, get your ticket to Canada. Go on up there, a ticket to Mexico, wherever you want to go.
Our daddy, Bill Berrynutt, always said, if somebody puts that finger in your face and calls you a shithead, you put your finger in their face.
Right.
And then you punch them in it.
Right back, yeah.
Then I did that to Larry, and his dad come over, and daddy was like, oh, I don't know, Philip didn't mean it. Philip, say you're sorry. But it's because Larry's daddy was a big old boy.
He was a big fella. I remember him years ago.
Remember he come over a house, and Larry sitting in the truck car, because Larry little bitty. Everybody punch him in the face.
Well, that's just, that was his lot in life.
I see him today, I punch him in the face.
Well, if he's wagging that finger, if you bring a finger, I'm going to bring a fist. And if you bring a fist, I'm going to bring a foot, and so on and so on.
What's after a foot?
Well, just
a leg
or arm or elbow or knee or something.
Pop.
Yeah, any of it. Pick up a cinder block off the ground. Whatever's nearby, grab it.
Yeah, you don't mess with the Berrynutt Boyz.
You do not mess with the Berrynutt Boyz. If our daddy taught us one thing, it's don't let anybody get the best of you. If somebody thinks this or that of you and they're wagging that finger, like I said, just bring a fist, bring it on. Just keep it coming. And that's the way America's going to be. That's the way America's going to be dealing with the other countries as we should have been years ago. And now it's going to be that way again. I'm looking forward to it. And I know you are, Philip.
Remember when we throw that casserole on Robin's brother at Christmas?
Well, we don't need to talk about Robin's my ex-wife.
He come over talking all that shit, and we said, well, you gonna talk that shit and us over here trying to have a good Christmas, have a drink?
Well, these were holidays. This is a few years ago, and that's how we wanted to have holidays back in. We know, that holidays are different now, and I want Robin to understand, if you're listening to this, honey, that, we do foolish things around the holidays. It involves in family. You just you get a little high strung. You probably overreact, and Lord knows I did. And I just
that's what they said on Cracking Up. Psychiatrist said you was high strung.
That's what he told me. He told me I was high strung, and they gave me some pills.
He said I egg you on to do violence.
Well, at the time we were younger men back then.
I said you always stuck up for me on playground and distracted people while I stuck a blade in him,
a fork or whatever it was you had in your hand. But
any kind of blade. Stick is a blade.
If
Stick is nature's blade.
these are years ago, this is in high school. This is this Christmas that we're discussing. It wasn't the best. It wasn't my favorite holiday that I've had. We've grown as men. I think we're not quite the way we are.
Casserole is heavy, and a casserole dish is heavy.
Well, if it's a good casserole dish, it better be heavy. Better be a lot of stuff in a casserole. You don't want a
And
light
it's
casserole.
full of hot, sticky. That hit you in the face, and then it get all over you. You can't get that off.
It'll burn you for a little bit. And
Oh, yeah.
I paid all the hospital bills, and I feel like a jerk, and I still do. And Robin, if you're listening, you know how I feel about this, and don't necessarily think this is the appropriate time to bring it up, Philip. But again, this PC culture, when you should say something, when you shouldn't. That's
Merry
all.
Christmas.
Merry
Say
Christmas, Happy New Year. It's going to be a great
I
New
stood
Year.
over Robin's brother and said, Merry Christmas. And I took that casserole dish that you thrown at him. I brung it back down on his head. And all that cheese and broccoli.
Well, we let bygones be bygones. This happened in the past. And Robin, if you listen, which again, I don't think she would be listening unless I take it over here to her to listen to, just to show her that.
But you can't legally do it.
Well, I think family members, if it's just, I
I
think
mean, restraining order.
this is a certain thing. Well, that, yes, absolutely. That's a whole different thing. It's just, these Russians, they know how to run a business. They know how to run a podcast.
They know how to get around restraining orders.
They knew how to win an election. They definitely know how to do a podcast. So I'm going to let them make the big decisions, and I'm just going to do my best to do the best job that I can, and I want to thank them for giving my brother Philip and myself this opportunity again. Thank you so much, and we love our daddy, but bless his heart, it's time to lay down, Daddy, and time for us to
just be quiet.
Just to pass the crown down.
Did you ask Robin if Trump made her horny?
Made her horny? What?
Well, when I went down to Tallywhackers, they said, you going to get a girlfriend this year. And I said, I know it. I got a bunch of girlfriends. They said, no, Trump make... I asked these women in here. They yelled out, hey, women. Women are Tallywhackers. What made you horny this morning? And then women look up from their drinks and they said, Trump.
There you go. And people say he's the one that talks whatever about women. It's the women that throw themselves. When you're a celebrity, and now even more so, a powerful man like
he went from being a celebrity to being the damn president.
He did. He did it better than anybody I've ever seen do it. I used to think Reagan was good at that, but Reagan, he's kind of like Daddy. Time to put things.
Reagan is done.
Well, he's passed on, bless his heart. I still love him. When it was his time, he was great in it.
I don't need him anymore. I got Trump.
There you go. And thank God we got him. Thank God. He's got those bodyguards around him, Secret Service, all these people. There's people always trying to grab him, touch him, whether they're horny. Well, that could be the case. Some people, there's a lot of people that just whine and cry, and they don't like Trump. And you know what? Take that whining and crying and just go up to Canada with it, or go somewhere else. We don't want to hear it here anymore.
Don't come over me with it.
Did you not understand we're going to be great? And when you're great, you're not sitting on your rear end, crying your eyes out because the person you like got beat fair and square in an election.
Yeah. And
you're not going to get all the favors that you used to. It's time to get up, get to work, and be great, just like America and just like our great President-elect Trump.
Or you won't keep running that mouth. Come over here and see the Berrynutt Boyz.
Oh, the Berrynutt Boyz set you straight.
Because we're back in the action.
There you go.
Like
the
it
Berrynutt
used to
Boyz.
Be.
That's
like
right.
I'm going to bring, next time I see you, I'm going to bring a casserole dish.
Always good to have one handy whether you're hungry or, something.
I won't feel it full of,
again,
melty Velveeta. And anybody out here whining, this and that, and Trump this and Trump that, I say, come here. Let me introduce you to somebody you may not have met before. It's my brother, Edgar. Edgar is going to kick your ass.
Well, now, again, Robin, if for any chance I happen to have an opportunity to play this for you, just know that we've grown. That's just
We've grown a lot.
A lot.
Stronger.
We will not be throwing
meaner.
casseroles at anyone.
And if
related
you don't
to
like it, I put my finger in your face.
We're talking about strangers.
And
is
I'll
what
say,
we're talking
you
about.
hurt my brother.
Now, be careful.
And
be
you
careful.
won't let him see Bill Berrynutt Jr., my nephew.
Philip, be careful now. No, I see Bill Berrynutt Jr. I see him this Saturday. We'll pick him up. And, we just have to have somebody go with us, and that's fine. But, Robin, I would love for you to hear this, and I'd be happy to make a copy of it. So when I come to pick Bill Berrynutt Jr. Up this weekend, if you just come out to the would it kill you to just come out and wave? You can just come out and just let me know that you're there home. Somebody's looking after him. I just have to take his word for it when he gets in the car. But anyway, I don't know if she's going to hear it. I don't know. What's important is that these nice Russian gentlemen that we've been acquainted with here in recent days, that they enjoy what they hear. We want them to like what they hear. And what do people want to hear in podcasts? Well, they want to hear about the news. They want to hear what's going on. I'd like to talk a little bit about local news, what we got going here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I want to say right now, America is great, and I think Murfreesboro is great. Mayor Ghostbird, now most people, let's just be honest, a lot of people had a problem with Mayor Ghostbird when he come into office.
They didn't know what was going to happen.
Nobody
they didn't
did.
know what to do.
Nobody
took them
did.
by surprise. But I say sometimes when you have somebody come into power and they ain't who used to be in power, it could be a good thing.
It absolutely.
Why you won't go to Walmart when that son of a bitch chase you out for eating erasers off of pencils, works there, and then they bring a woman in after he had the nervous breakdown, and she don't say nothing when you eat erasers off a pencil. At first I was like, oh no.
You didn't know how it's going to be.
Who's
this woman? What is she going to be like? How is she going to, you don't know. Just and that's, I say, give a President Trump a chance, because these people, a lot of these people, they're going to whine about whatever they can whine about. They're going to whine and cry, and I hear a lot of whine and crying, but I also hear a lot of laughing, and a lot of that laughing is coming from me and Philip, and we're laughing at you, crying like babies. Bye, babies. Cry babies, yeah. You don't know what it's going to be like.
Cry baby.
Now, there was a lot of people frightened. And I would go so far to say there were people frightened to come outdoors here in Murfreesboro when Mayor Ghostbird took office. They wouldn't even come outside. There was a week or two where people were scared to go out. And it's different having a mythical or a ghost-like, whatever you want to call it, spirit, monster. I've heard it. I've heard Mayor Ghostbird call just about everything, and the one word that I think suits it best is mayor, because things have been.
Mayor.
He's my mayor too. Things are fine here. Things a little different.
He's a ghost. Yeah, but he's hurt.
Also a bird.
And a bird. He's vulnerable, like a baby you take care of. And a bird, like it flies, and a ghost that is scary.
Well,
what else could you want? Also magic and fire.
All the makings of a great mayor, unique, different, and something that none of us were used to. But we gave it a chance.
I don't know nobody else lives in Smyrna, Laverne area ain't got no damn ghost bird.
They sure don't. They sure don't.
I drove over there the other day when I got somebody give me a lift, and I said, let's go right around and yell. And they said, okay. And what we yell is, we got a good mayor, and we yell Trump, and we yell who horny.
Well, those are all things that we're going to be hearing a lot of after this month. I'm going to be rolling my windows down and screaming it, and I hope everybody else too, because America's going to be great again.
But when you scream it, you sound like a professional.
You do
that weather.
Oh, now I used to do weather years ago. Local MTSU channel. Go on there, and that's how you learn at school, college.
I watch that tape over and over again.
Again, we've grown since then. Hell, it was how many years from that when we did Cracking Up with Berrynuts? That's a long time ago now. That's what you call a middle marker. You have a beginning, a middle marker, and then the future. And this is the future. This is the future right here.
Beginning is the weather, and me watching that tape with you every night before I go to bed. I fall asleep to it.
If you learn something, tell me, because I need to learn it too.
Well, folks, here is the weather. It's Thursday night and look a little rainy outside. Clouds rolling in, but tomorrow it's going to clear up. Going to be a sunny morning and going to be a hot afternoon.
Well, yeah, that's something you memorized every line of that. I tell you what, that warms my heart. And also, that's history. That's history. That's an almanac or something. That's history. That's information that you want to look back on and know what the weather was, and that's there for a posterity.
And you had to work there at the damn Jewish store that weekend. People come in and go, it wasn't that hot.
Well, it depends on what, some people were standing under carports, some people weren't.
And I asked Dad, put it on the TV in the store, and he said, no, it's for posterity.
There you go. And let's hope our fine Russian comrades think that this is something for posterity, and we'll be able to get the opportunity to do some more of these. The Berrynutt Boyz coming at you. That's the local news here. We love Mayor Ghostbird, Mayor Ghost Hurtbird. Some people put the hurt in, some people don't. He's doing fantastic. I want to thank Mr. Drib. I want to thank Mr. Eggbottom and Mr. Brittlebeak for helping translate some of these calls and shrieks, these bird sounds that, again, we're not accustomed to coming from a mayor.
You heard Mr. Brittlebeak went down to the damn junior high school and said, all the kids in there now, they going to graduate and be done with school, and they going to get to work in the worm mines.
Absolutely.
And I said, the worm mine, is that the ground? And he said it was.
That's where they go. You learn something new from our new mayor, new facts, new things. Things are different, but hey, I'm ready for it. We're ready for it. America to be different. Murfreesboro can handle something new and different.
Twump, Russia,
the world,
Bird,
all of them together. That's what the future has for us, and I have never seen it look brighter in my life.
I ain't mad at Mayor Jackie Balls.
Well, there's no reason to be mad. Again, I love my daddy. I love Bill. I love that man with all my heart. He did so much for me. There was a few years where he wasn't around, but that was at that time when you work like that, you have stresses like that, you come home, you need a drink, and I've been there myself. Well, hell, I'm drinking right now. I'll be the first one to admit it. I got a drink right here. And some people say, well, maybe you shouldn't be drinking here, doing,
like your ex-wife.
Well, there's work, and then there's play, and then there's home life, and some people can't seem to differentiate between those things. Well, this is a little bit of both. Let's hope. That's all I can say. Some people say it's not too PC to drink, or you shouldn't do the certain time. Years ago in the entertainment industry, people drank. That's what they did. You watch the old Johnny Carson, him and the fat one that sat beside him, drunk every night on that show.
Every night they drank.
And funny as can be.
All them women on there drunk.
Beautiful women. They would get those women drunk, and those women would sing and dance, and that was what entertainment was.
They're like tallywhackers.
We have gotten away from that, and we need to get back
Barney Miller
to that sort of thing. Barney Miller, great show. I love that show too.
You know who don't give a shit if you drunk or not?
Who's that?
Russia.
Russia don't care. The Russians, they love the vodka. That's what they drink. And they're always drinking it. The gentlemen that we're working with always have a little vodka on the breath, always have it there with them.
Gun?
They do have guns, but this is a different new world. Every American should have a gun. Every American should be proud to have. They are not officially Americans, but while they're here in America, they should enjoy every right that we have, if not more. Not more.
It may take a Russian to show America what kind to have a gun.
Absolutely. And I'm willing to learn. I want to learn these things. These things sound good to me. And hopefully we sound good to these Russians. So we want them to enjoy this, and we hope we get another opportunity to do this. Again, Robin, hopefully I'll see you when I come to pick Bill Berrynutt, and I'll give you MP3 or whatever it is. I can email it to you if you don't want to come out to the door. I'll email it to you, listen to it. You sit there and say, oh, he's doing nothing. He's just sitting around in his mom and daddy's house waiting for this, waiting for that. Well, it looks like I took some initiative, and it looks like I brought my brother Philip along with me, who I'm thick and thin. Blood is thicker than water. Always with me, Philip and Edgar, the Berrynutt Boyz. Here we are.
Along like in a sack.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Why don't you email that, when you email Robin, why don't you email it to casserole dish at headcavein.com.
That's a while ago. Things have changed since then. We try not to throw food.
I don't know if that's still her email address or not.
I don't think it
you
is.
Give it a shot.
I don't think it's something different now. But so that's what's going on here locally. Let's look at the news of the world, or the news of America, this new America, this great America that's there you go. Today, did you see a lot of, and this is what upsets me,
me too.
I'm used to whining from liberals and Democrats. I'm used to that.
Yeah.
That's a constant. That's a given. I know that's going to be whining or crying about something or somebody or whatever. Now, Republicans, we shouldn't be doing that. Certainly not now.
Well, all them wimpy Republicans, Trump come in and Republicans were like, and they were like, and Trump come in and was like, look at me, I'm awesome. And they said, I will not let you be our president. And then guess what?
Well, he showed them a thing or two.
He knew kind of Republican.
And we saw him today show them a thing or two. But the Republicans that all called in, they all called in a whining and a crying to their, because, their politicians. Now, all the Republicans want to do, now tell me if I get this right. Now, we were reading about this earlier. They just got rid of a committee. Now, how many committees are wasting money sitting around? We've had enough of them. And I guess this
committee's ass.
That's exactly right. Now, these committees, anytime you get an opportunity to get rid of them, you get rid of them, because we got too many as it is. Time to drain the swamp, and let's drain it. You start doing it by draining these committees. That's the first thing that's got to go. Now, some people thought that Republicans or good Republican politicians need somebody to take them by the hand and show them what to do, or tell them what's right, or tell them what's wrong. I can't think of any Republican outside of John McCain and maybe Lindsey Graham that you need to wave your finger in their face and correct.
Get that finger up in Lindsey Graham's face.
Well, he deserves that and a little bit more.
You like Trump now?
Well, absolutely they do. They should, and they will, and they're going to.
Trump makes you horny.
I will say to them, I'm going to take a finger out of Lindsey Graham's face, because I heard today him and John McCain decided this. They were trying. Guess what they were trying to do? Put together a committee. Now, here are the Republicans doing the job that they're supposed to do, get rid of committees, and there you got John McCain, Lindsey Graham trying to start a new one up. We ain't got rid of the old ones yet. But I heard today, after what happened today, John McCain and Lindsey Graham said they're going to all this about Russia. We need a committee to look into this and to look into that. You know what? They've heard the American people speak. They've heard our president-elect speak, and they said it's just a waste of time.
But did Trump want a committee to say the crooks, the Republican crooks, don't be crooks?
Well, what he wants to be able to tell them that. Now, the president should be telling them that. I don't know about committees.
A committee of one.
He didn't like the timing of it, is what he said. He did not like the timing of this. We got so many important things to do, to get rid of this Obamacare, to get rid of all of this bathroom business, to get rid. There's piles and stacks and all this
burning.
The flag that got to put a stop to this sort of stuff. These are things that needs to be taken care of, and they wanted to start with. Now, good for them trying to start with a committee, but we got more important things at hand, and good for Lindsey Graham and John McCain for saying, you know what, we got enough committees, we don't need another one. Let it rest, and good for them. And I know our Russian friends are pleased with that. They've had enough. They've been insulted plenty already by the lame duck president who is on his way out. Why put insult to injury? I don't understand. But it looks like John McCain and Lindsey Graham are wising up a little bit. Let's hope that's the case, and good for them for doing it. I'll give somebody praise when they deserve it. And,
so does that mean if he's doing a good job, you put your finger in Lindsey Graham's face or take it out of Lindsey Graham's face?
Well, I think it's how you put your finger in his face.
How you put it in there.
It's exactly. You can dangle it in his face, or you can shake it in his face, or you can make a circle sign with it, or you can, your thumb is kind of a finger, and you could do a thumbs up and do that close up to his face. And I find it's so many different things you could do close to Lindsey Graham's face that can be interpreted in different ways.
I stick my finger in John McCain's face.
Well,
I rub it all over his face.
Now, the only reason I say that that's not good to do is because he can't do that back. He's not able to do that back to you.
Care.
So, I think
then maybe he should have thought, if you're weak, think before you act.
Well, I think
if you're weak, think who gonna put a finger in my face.
Well, he was.
That's America.
He was captured. I hear you.
My America is if you weak, think before you whine and get old.
That's good advice. It's good advice. I hope.
Just think about it. I could put my finger down his throat. You rub it all inside his cheek.
If you're asking for it, and you're not able to return the favor, maybe you're right. He should think
for a long time. Well, I don't even remember the first time I saw him, but I didn't like him then.
I can't remember. It's been so many years ago where I can't remember the first time I saw John McCain. I'm trying to remember going back. He didn't like George W. Bush, if I remember correctly.
No, he struck one.
Right.
And then he lost. To Obama.
Obama beat him.
They struck two.
Let him walk all over him. Yep.
And now whatever his shit is.
Well, this Russian stuff, he just needs to let it go.
He needs to go lie down in the back with Daddy. We take them both out to the dump in a trash sack.
John McCain may be a little even older than our daddy, and if our daddy, it's time for him to go out to pasture, so to speak, John McCain should have been. I'm surprised people let him back in. I guess,
Well, Dad didn't go Vietnam. He said he was sitting at home. He would watch Vietnam.
Well, he watched it. And
on TV.
He did some reporting on it too, I believe. At his school paper, he used to write some stories about it and whatnot.
About being good.
Absolutely. Well, why would he take the time to write about being bad? Not our daddy. Now he couldn't write about nothing, even if he wanted to. Either one.
He couldn't even watch Casualties of War.
Great movie, Casualties of War. A lot of great war movies.
Every Christmas.
Used to be years of movies where you could watch and we won wars and you would enjoy that sort of thing. And I hope that's coming back. How many movies have come out about the Iraq War? Oh, wait, Trump doesn't like that. That's right. So maybe not that one. Whatever new war we're going to be in, I hope that there will be movies about it where we win.
Won't they just show it Facebook Live, us winning?
I'm all about that. It'd be a reason for me to get on Facebook right there. To see America winning. Can you imagine seeing that on Facebook?
Hell.
Be something to see.
I heard Trump news. Trump got on the damn computer and was saying, bring all them trucks back from Mexico.
Absolutely. Every one of those trucks. Get them back here.
And he said North Korea is going to get its ass kicked.
Oh, they will if they keep it up. China, too, both of them. I think both of them have something to learn.
China ain't doing a damn thing to help us, North Korea.
And people get upset at our president. It used to be if you wanted to get a message across, you sent troops over there, you sent bombs, you sent planes.
That was how you delivered a message.
Nowadays, he sits there and does it peacefully. Nobody's hurt. People are getting the message, and still people going to whine
about it. And getting a laugh or two.
Absolutely.
There's a joke on there.
Absolutely.
Like he's like, Lindsey Graham, get my finger in your face. What's this finger smell like, Trump? When Trump gets on Twitter and says, who's horny? America.
America is horny now.
I'm horny.
It is. It is. It's horny for some good greatness. And thank God we got it coming. We got it coming.
Finger in a face.
Well, here's something we like to do on here is a little thing. Is food reviews. We just like to, Lord knows, my brother Philip loves to eat. You let him loose in a buffet, get out the way.
I got a system.
He loves to eat, and I loves to eat, too.
Plate one is sausage and damn salad dressings.
Delicious, delicious, all of it. I love it all. Well, tell him, Philip, where we ate this week, and then tell him what you thought of it, and then I'll tell you. I'll chime in and say what I think. This is a little section we just like to do on food reviews, I guess is what you'd call it. So what'd you have? Tell them where we went.
I went down to Tuna Cans.
We both went to Tuna Cans.
And they had all the different kind of tuna cans you could eat. I had Bumblebee.
Bumblebee tuna.
A Starkiss.
Starkiss, love Starkiss. Chicken of the Sea, remember Chicken of the Sea?
Oh, what it is like, you ever been to Yogurt Wall?
Yogurt Wall, delicious. Yeah, every kind of yogurt in the wall and any kind of cereal you want to put on the top, they have it there. Yogurt Wall is great. So this is kind of the tuna version of that, although it doesn't
tuna version of Yogurt Wall.
It doesn't come out of the wall.
No, they got the tubs of it.
They just got tubs, and it's how you want that tuna. You can just have the tuna just right there to you. I'll have it raw.
Give me a bowl.
I'll have it like that, or put a little cheese in it, put a little of this, have a little casserole, put it on a sandwich.
Whalish.
Any kind you want to do it, any which way they're going to do it, it's on the menu with tuna. Go down the Tuna Cans. I enjoyed it. I had a little bit of a casserole cheese thing with an egg in it. It was delicious. Starkiss tuna was my preference. But if you like tuna or any kind of tuna and like it, however which way you like it, they're going to make it that they can do it. You can have it. I want it drained. I want all the oil on it. You know, it's however you want to get it.
You don't have to get it drained.
I
don't want it drained.
If you like those good fish juices on it, they'll bring it to you that way too.
The first time I said, give it to me drained. And I said, what? I can do this at home. So I said, give it to me not drained. And they said, whatever you want, welcome to Tuna Cans.
I had a great time there. Philip had a great time there. Go down to Tuna Cans.
I did a Frankenstein. I did Bumblebee, Chicken of the Sea.
Did them all.
The fish, glasses fish.
They also will drain it and put it in and let you do they will
They
drain.
won't let you drain it. They have to do the draining.
They will take from all the different ones and mix it like a suicide, like you said, and you can just switch that back.
Oh, it's real good. I don't even know when it get all mixed up in there, and you keep mixing it. It's just like a fish mush.
Pretty much what it is. Tuna is tuna, as I say, but there are little, if you want to see the little differences, this is the place to go. Tuna Cans. We both had a wonderful time there. Had a great meal there. Drained.
We went over to Tallywhackers.
Undrained. However you want it. Cheese on it. Just a sandwich in a casserole. However you like your tuna, they'll have it that way at Tuna Cans and any kind of tuna you want. So go down the Tuna Cans.
Dookie's man in the grill. He'll do you a grilled tuna melt.
However you want it, they will do it.
Grill me up one.
So we're going to give tuna cans, we're going to give it 3 spoons.
How many is that? 3 spoons out of 4 spoons?
3 out of. That's when I decided you give it if you like it more. If you changed your mind,
Nobody ever gets 4 spoons.
Well, no one has yet.
Nobody ever gets 4 spoons.
Nobody has yet. Who knows? That day may be coming. I can't wait.
Trump.
I want it in my mouth. If it's 4 spoons, I want it in my mouth. I can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Megyn Kelly's gonna leave.
Megyn, you know, when I say good riddance, let her do what she wants. She's a woman of the age. You know, she is a.
Trump don't make her horny.
Well, evidently not. Lord knows what does. But she's on her way out, and like I said, good for her. Let her go do what she needs to do.
Go now. You go get her job. Fox News.
Oh well, now
the Kelly Files with
that's
Echo Bell Berrynutt.
Putting the cart before the horse. Now let's see if we can get through this before I can jump on down to Fox News now. But Megyn Kelly, a very very controversial a figure.
Nobody likes
in the media press. No, I certainly don't, and that's just my opinion. If you like her, you're welcome to like her. I think NBC is the appropriate place for her. She was unhappy where she was. Didn't like what she was doing.
Doing the news. Now she just go over there and just do whatever Obama tells her.
Whatever she wants to do, she can do it. I'm not going to watch it, so let her do it. That's what I say.
I think she's going to be like, she's going to have an Oprah show, but more Obama telling her what to do.
Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Well,
if you're Megyn Kelly, it is.
I'm sure she'd know how to do it.
She asked Obama, how can I make it more Obama-friendly, Obama? He said, let me tell you what to do, girl. You get on over there to NBC, and they got a phone that goes straight to my head, and you pick it up, and it'll ring in my ear, and I'll say, get on there and tell them Trump's an idiot and a sexist.
Well, if you want to get on there and look at that sort of thing, then all power to you. Go watch her whine and cry all your way through it. I'm more excited to see who they're going to replace her with on Fox News. I'm excited to see. We need a woman on Fox. I think we definitely, because we got rid of Greta. She's gone. Now Megyn Kelly's gone. So we need a woman in the mold of a Hannity or a Tucker Carlson, a woman.
Can we just put Hannity in a dress?
I'd watch that before I'd watch Megyn Kelly. I tell you that right now.
I watch it too.
I wouldn't watch Tucker Carlson in a dress. No, sir. Wouldn't look at that. No.
He don't even need one.
And I like him. I like him fine. The way he already dresses funny. Anyway, hell, a dress may be better than one of the little ties he wears. But
Trump.
He's not there yet. He's on his way. You'll get there, Tucker. Keep on trying. You have our support. We want you to do well.
Berrynutt Boyz.
Berrynutt Boyz are always there for you, wild and ready to go. We are the Berrynutt Boyz. My brother Philip. I am Edgar.
Edgar Berrynutt, and our daddy is sick and done. We got a lot talked about today.
We did. We got
all the news.
Every bit of it.
We did our food reviews.
We did the food reviews.
Talked about tallywhackers and how horny and how they gonna get me a girlfriend.
Well, with Trump in office, all of these things are possible for you and so many other Americans. We deserve a lot, and we haven't gotten it.
We're about to get it.
About to get it. It's about time we're getting what we deserve.
Speaking of getting what you deserve, Hillary Clinton. I hate to say it again.
I don't like it either, but
and her boyfriend Bill Clinton.
Oh, good.
Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend Bill Clinton.
Ooh,
is coming together. To the inauguration.
Now, why? I want to watch. Here's what I want to see. I want to see Trump put his hand on that Bible and
horny.
say that oath and do what needs to be done. Let's get to it. And I want to see Obama's smug face standing behind him. I don't want to see Hillary there. I've already seen her lose. I don't need to see that. It's my turn to see Obama. I want to see a tear come down his face. That's what I want to see. I don't want Bill and Hillary Clinton blocking the view of that. Now, I hear George W. Bush wants to be there, too. If he wants to come, that's fine. That's fine. And that shows what a good sport George W. Bush is by showing up. But Clintons just want to be on TV any chance they get. George W. Bush, no, sir. He stays at home, doesn't get out much, only when his brother wants to embarrass him. Other than that, he's doing this out of respect for Trump, and Trump had some not so many great things to say about George W. Bush, but it just proves what a good man W is, and good for him for going. But Bill and Hillary, I wish she needs to stay out in the woods. They keep coming across her in the woods. She just needs to stay out there, live out in the woods.
No, I like going in the woods.
Well,
if she out in the woods, I don't know.
She's up in the woods up in New York. You ain't ever going to be up there. Let her have it.
What if I get lost?
Well, you won't make it that far, I doubt. She needs to stay in the woods.
I for a long time on minnows.
And let Bill go to his
weeds and minnows.
Wherever he's at, his bimbo house or wherever it is, and her stay in the woods.
What if Trump arrests everybody?
Well, if he does, they deserve it.
Or what if they all gang up on Trump?
Well, we'll see a little bit of that, but Trump can take it.
They got Secret Service of their own, and they set them against Trump's private security firm. You
see how the press always piling up on and fighting Trump and trying to take him on.
Getting horny.
Let whoever wants to do that do it. Trump is going to be just fine. I ain't worried the least about it, and I know our President Trump certainly isn't either. And I know our good Russian friends hopefully are enjoying what they're hearing now whenever they listen to this.
Yeah.
However they want to judge this, let them do it. Looking forward to doing more. I hope if you have any notes you want to give us, just give them to us. Edgar and I'm Edgar, Philip. We will sit and look and study these notes, whatever you give us, and we'll figure it out, and we'll come back and do it that much better next time.
It's not fair. I still get laughed at, too, when I say my name is Edgar. It's because Daddy switched our names when we was 4.
It was around 4 years old.
I was 4 and you were 12.
He decided,
that was not fair because you were 12 years old.
Well, I wanted to be Bill Berrynutt Jr. is what I always wanted my name to be, and Daddy said...
he sued you.
Well, I did try to legally change my name when I was come out of mass comm, I thought. And that was, again, we learn from our mistakes and we grow and move on. But my son
to be
is
Bill Berrynutt the third.
Bill Berrynutt Jr. is my son. Nothing you can do about that. He got that name right when he came out. He's had it since. He will always have it.
He did threaten to sue at first.
Well, at first, but...
He said, I'll sue a baby.
People learn, people move on and grow, and that's what we've all done as a family.
I growed.
Except for Daddy has grown enough. He's where he's at now. He can't grow anymore. It's time for him to get the rest he so deserves for giving us so many wonderful things to enjoy in his lifetime. We appreciate that, Daddy. We love you.
We love you, Daddy.
And we know you're sick. More than likely not going to get better, so don't try to, Daddy.
We're here and you can let go.
That's right, Daddy.
I mean, we're not there right now, but go ahead and let go.
We're always there in spirit. So
you don't have to wait on us. Just go ahead and let go.
We love you, Daddy.
I got Heat Lap is coming over to pick me up. I got to go pick up trash on the side of the road.
All right. It's about time doing some great service to this community. We need it, and we appreciate that,
They
Phillip.
make me do it, though.
We appreciate it.
I do it on my own, but since they're making me do it anyway, I might as well.
I also would like to extend that invitation one more time to the Talking Christmas Gift. We'd love to have you on here with us.
Uncle Gift.
It's unfair that they straddled you with Daddy.
I think the 3 of us would be like, the best. It'd be like Dick Clark, Casey Kasem.
And the fat one on Johnny Carson.
Drunk as hell.
All of them just drunk as hell. Hell, I'm having a drink to that. That's right.
I have a drink.
We hope you're coming back and hearing us. We hope we're allowed to come back again. This isn't for broadcast purposes. This is merely for our good, hopefully new Russian bosses. We appreciate you and we're grateful for you. Y'all have
a gun and I got a casserole dish.
Y'all have a great new year. It's going to get greater every minute.
Hornier and greater.
God bless Trump.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourselves. You just listened, Screwed, Philip, and Edgar, the Berrynutt Boyz. Your money's on the dresser.